Welcome back. Now here in our area, the watch is on for the heat that we are seeing, and with it lots of concerns about health and safety, especially when it comes to the kids, because many of them have returned back to the classroom, back to their normal everyday activities. And joining me now is Dr. Michael Capello, Vice Chair of Pediatrics for Advocate Children's Hospital. Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Let's get right into it. You know, when we think of kids, we think healthier immune systems, they're healthier. So we think they can go outside and play. They can go outside and do their football practice.
Okay.
Why do you say that is definitely not a good idea for these type of temperatures that we're going to be seeing?
Well, for small children and kids in general, they're actually, the physiology lends them to be overwhelmed pretty easily with temperature extremes, even some bigger people as well. And kids, the physiology is just such that they can't sweat quite as easily, so they can't control those extremes of any climate. So because of that and the fact that they're a higher percentage of water than an adult, it's harder for them to have that control. So you really have to keep an eye on them, and they're more likely to run into problems with heat-related illness than an older, more mature person.
Very good to know. Now, we're seeing some video playing alongside you right now showing a lot of people hydrating. Is that one of the tips that you would give to keep kids safe?
Yeah, first of all, I would say one of the things you'd want to do at this time is try to stay indoors as much as possible. Okay, so, try to have some puzzles, board games, hide and seek, hang out at home as much as you possibly can to avoid the heat whenever possible. And if you're getting cabin fever, or if your home doesn't have air conditioning, I recommend highly that you go to the movies, go to the library, community center, shopping mall, somewhere where they have air so you can stay cool. If you have to stay, you have to be outside, I recommend you do it briefly and avoid the hottest times of the day, like the midday or the afternoon. And the hydration you mentioned, that's a key here. You want to stay well hydrated. You want to be drinking before you get thirsty. If you're thirsty, you're already on your way to being dehydrated, and that's a tough spot. So basic water is what you need, except for babies. Babies, especially under the age of 6 months old, should never drink water. They should still have breast milk or formula.
Now, doctor, maybe some people may be watching children. Maybe you're a nanny or someone like that, and you don't know the signs. You may not know what to look for. What are some signs to look for to know that a child may be in distress and it's heat-related?
Sure. Heat-related illness kind of run a gamut of things from like heat cramps to heat exhaustion to heat stroke. Some of the earlier signs of things are you're just getting fatigued, you're having muscle cramps, you're pretty tired, you may start to have a headache or get a little nauseated. Those are things that are kind of a little bit milder. You could probably correct that with going to a cool area, getting some hydration, etc. Some of the more serious ones you're going to see, though, are where they're not urinating, they're really getting confused or disoriented, they have a fever, or they're actually having labored breathing. If you see any of those types of signs, that would warrant seeking immediate medical attention. And what you could do in the meantime, if you saw something like that, is, again, go to a cool area, hydrate if you can, cool, wet towels to surround and put on the child. Bigger kids can sometimes tolerate being in an ice bath, things of that nature while you're waiting to get medical care.
Great advice there, making sure that the kiddos stay safe. Dr. Michael Capello, thank you so much for joining us today on First at 4.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
We appreciate you being here. Anthony and Natalie, I'll send it back to you.